If you're not ticking off some people, you're not doing your job right.
My colleague and friend, Senator Durbin, called you a conspiracy theorist. You remember that?
I do, Senator.
Sounds to me like we need to get some new conspiracy theories because all the old ones turned out to be true.
Facts matter, Senator.
Yeah. I mean, conspiracy theorists are up something like 37-0.
Well, it's an embarrassment of riches here. As you know, I am a big fan of Kash Patel, and I'm excited for him to be the next FBI director. He's undergoing his hearing right now as we speak. I'm also a big fan of Senator John Kennedy of Louisiana. And so imagine how excited I am to see both of them in a 7-minute exchange. Senator John Kennedy, by the way, sporting the Harry Potter Hogwarts look. Not only does he have the Harry Potter glasses, by the way, good look. Huh? But he's literally got the Hogwarts tie going here. It's Gryffindor. Who knew that John Kennedy was Gryffindor? It's a good look. I'm very excited to see this exchange. And here's a fun thing. I'm going to be seeing it for the first time right along with you because this exchange happened during the first half hour of our program today. So let's watch together, shall we?
You've made a lot of people mad, haven't you, Mr. Patel?
Seems so, Senator.
You think maybe you've made the right people mad?
As my FBI agents, the BRIC agents told me when I was running cases with them across this country and around the world, if you're not ticking off some people, you're not doing your job right.
My colleague and friend, Senator Durbin, called you a conspiracy theorist. You remember that?
I do, Senator.
You were instrumental in revealing that the Trump-Russia election collusion hoax was a hoax, weren't you?
Yes, sir. I was a lead investigator.
Sounds to me like we need to get some new conspiracy theories because all the old ones turned out to be true.
Facts matter, Senator.
Yeah. I mean, conspiracy theorists are up something like 37-0. You're not saying that everybody at the FBI is bad, are you?
Never said that. I've overwhelmingly said multiple times that 98% of the FBI is courageous, apolitical warriors of justice. They just need better leadership, especially those who participated in these conspiracies that actually turned out.
Who put away the Unabomber?
The FBI.
Yep. Who put away Timothy McVeigh and his Stalin's stomach for blood?
BRIC agents at the FBI.
Who helped investigate Jussie Smollett, who, in an effort of self-aggrandizement, set back the fight for minority rights for years?
I think that was local authorities.
It was the FBI had opened an investigation, wasn't it?
Eventually, yes, Senator.
There have been or were some bad people at the FBI and the Justice Department, which work hand in glove, weren't there?
Unfortunately, yes, Senator.
Secretary Clinton's lawyer, a gentleman by the name of Michael Sussman, had a pass to come and go at the FBI building as he wished. Don't you think the American people have a right to know about the details of that?
Not just that, but what a political party was doing with the secure compartmented information facility with direct access to the Federal Bureau of Investigation.
Mr. Hunter Biden cheated on his income taxes. Didn't pay $1.4 million in income taxes over 4 years. And he filed fraudulent returns. He tried to deduct his hookers as a business expense, for God's sakes. And they hit him with 2 misdemeanors before there was a public outcry. Don't you think the American people are entitled to know the details of that?
the American people are entitled to a singular form of justice and the details to every public corruption
You
investigation.
remember Peter Strzok,
I sure do.
one of the lead investigators for Mr. Mueller's Russian collusion hoax?
Yes, Senator.
Do you remember when the Inspector General, not his colleagues, turned him in? Inspector General found that Mr. Peter Strzok said, quote, sent an email to his girlfriend, quote, just went to a Southern Virginia Walmart. I could smell the Trump support, end quote. Remember that?
He did that while employed at the FBI while working on that investigation.
Do you remember when the IG revealed another email by Mr. Strzok to his girlfriend? Mr. Strzok said, quote, I am riled up. Trump is a fucking idiot, is unable to provide a coherent answer. End of quote. You remember that?
Peter Strzok said that.
You remember when his girlfriend texted Mr. Strzok, quote, Trump's not ever going to become president, right? Right? And Mr. Strzok replied, no, he won't. We'll stop it.
I do remember their insurance policy.
And then Mr. Strzok testified in front of God and country that never had his political beliefs impacted his work. You believe in the tooth fairy?
When I was a kid.
This is a good opportunity for me to jump in and remind everybody watching that every single thing that Senator Kennedy is detailing here about what happened at the FBI when they pooled their resources, their talent, and all of their formidable federal powers of investigation to intrude on the civil rights of innocent Americans associated with the Trump campaign, including President Trump himself, that when the FBI did that, the Democrats in this country, elected officials in power, as well as all of those Democrats who work in our legacy corporate propaganda media, they all cheered it on. In fact, they participated in it. Adam Schiff, now a senator from California, participated in it. Jake Tapper, the Washington Post's Philip Bump, various other journalists working for major media corporations participated in it by gladly taking anonymous leaks from those very FBI personnel who still work at the agency and then publicized those anonymous leaks that were lies about innocent Americans whose only crime was to support the man who won the presidential election in 2016. Democrats cheered and supported it and still do fondly look back on that FBI as the good old days. They lionized the FBI director at the time, James Comey, as a saint. See, it's not enough that Kash Patel is here to fix the problem, because the problem still exists as long as the Democrats who are sitting right next to Senator Kennedy actually be part of this problem, which they are. And I just wanted to remind you all of that because Kennedy's on a roll and I didn't want it to get lost in the shuffle. All right. Come on, grown-up Harry Potter. Take us home.
You believe Jimmy Hoffa died of natural causes?
He's also not in the end zone of Giant Stadium.
And then Mr. Strzok got fired, and next thing we know, the FBI and the Department of Justice, after he sued, gave him $1.2 million. Don't you think the American people are entitled to know the details of that?
Absolutely.
Now, I want you to think hard before you answer my next question. Do you believe in the adage that two wrongs don't make a right, but they do make it even?
Senator, I think if anyone commits a wrong in government service, the American public deserve to know the absolute secular detail of that corrupt activity.
When reforming the FBI and the Justice Department, two wrongs don't make a right, but they do make it even, is the wrong approach, isn't it?
That's correct.
And we're going to hold you accountable for that.
I hope you do.
Now, there's some good people at the FBI.
Lots.
And there have been and may still be some bad people there. And you've got to find out who the bad people are and get rid of them in accordance with due process and the rule of law. And then you've got to lift up the good people. Don't go over there and burn that place down. Go over there and make it better. Do you commit to us today that you will do that?
I commit to you, if confirmed, Senator, every single day, 24/7, 365, the FBI will be the premier law enforcement agency in the world.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. You've made a lot of people mad.
Pretty good stuff. And thank you, as always, to Senator John Kennedy for delivering it, and in a very snazzy way. And I don't know about you, but I'm pretty excited about that moment when I can say of Kash Patel that he's not just Kash Patel, he's Mr. Director. That day's coming very, very soon.